Russian President Vladimir Putin has given no indication that he will soon ease his attacks on Ukraine, and his resolve to keep the war going could give him the advantage. Many analysts initially predicted Russia would quickly achieve victory when it began its attacks on Ukraine in late February. But those forecasts proved inaccurate as Putin's troops faced months of setbacks before recently gaining ground by prioritizing regions in eastern Ukraine. Mykhailo Podoliak, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's top advisor, said in late March that Russia was forced to fight a war of attrition due to its failures. However, Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov has said there was never a deadline attached to his country's military campaign. Despite the reasons behind how the war is currently being fought, the focus now is on which side will ultimately benefit from a prolonged conflict. Even with numerous cracks in his armor showing, Putin could have the upper hand in a war of attrition, according to some experts. Though reports have claimed Russia is running low on some of its advanced weapons, Russia is still believed to have more in its arsenal than Ukraine has, plus a larger amount of troops. Moreover, Putin has the financial resources to keep funding his war, even with sanctions in place, thanks to substantial profits from selling fossil fuels. Zelensky now says they can't win the war under current conditions, Northwestern University political science professor. Meanwhile, the Russians showed they can learn how to fight better and have shifted their strategy from the initial objective of overthrowing Ukraine's government and dominating its armed forces to more limited territorial objectives. They grind away at Ukrainian forces, though manpower and material limitations prevent them from extensive breakout and maneuvers, Reno added. The Ukrainians are in a similar situation, with less manpower and a slimmer buffer of weapons, ammunition, and people. Reno noted this doesn't necessarily mean all hope is lost for Ukraine, and he said the war will likely be decided by economic and political factors rather than by what happens on the battlefield. A factor working against Ukraine, he said, is that Zelensky has to rely somewhat on decisions made by the diverse and often conflicting interests of the 30 countries in NATO, whereas Putin answers to no one. In order not to miss the news, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell. I am waiting for your comment on the news.